So I don't even know if I should be doing a video about this. I don't know. But it was really big news, you know, unfortunately. It's so gross and so disgusting to me. You know, this, I mean, obviously we all know there was a Berlin attack, a pride festival. I don't know very many details. I know one woman died and dozens more were injured. So first and foremost, of course, my heart goes out to that victim and their friends and family and all the other people injured and their friends and family. So I'm so sorry that happened. My initial reaction, though, honestly, is just like total disgust that who the hell is that dumb and that hateful that their whole mission in life, apparently because the perpetrator died and of course knew they would probably die. So their life's mission was to go kill and injure innocent people at a pride event who aren't doing anything wrong to anybody. You're just that big of an idiot that you think that's what needs to be done in this world? And I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get, like, angry. You know, I'm trying to more so, I don't know, respect the victims, but that is just how I feel toward it. It's just like I cannot believe it's so disappointing toward humanity in general, to be honest. How is a human capable of that much hate and stupidity? Because, let's be honest, you have to be very dumb to have that much hate for something that's not even impacting you. Who cares about, you know, if you don't agree with the LGBT people, you're gonna give your life to try to hurt them? You're a loser. Anyway, I still need to know exactly what happened, so let's see. BBC News. Wow, very close to 20 million. Let's do it.
The suspect in the attack on a pride event in Berlin, in which one woman died and 29 others were injured, has been shot dead by the police. A major manhunt had been underway for Abdul Balut.
There was a manhunt, really?
Was 20
before. Okay. So he like got out of the van and ran?
21 after a van ploughed into crowds of people yesterday at Tiergarten Park near the Brandenburg Gate. Investigators described it as an Islamist terror attack. This evening, police caught up with the suspect here in an allotment garden complex in the western suburb of Spandau. Balut, who's a German citizen of Lebanese descent, was known to the police. Here's Joe Inwood.
Near the scene of the attack, people gather to remember and mourn. Once again in Germany, a vehicle became a weapon. The country's biggest pride event, Berlin's Christopher Street.
Also, the irony of even doing an attack like this, these utter morons cannot comprehend that this just emboldened, like, this will just bring the whole pride community and LGBTQ community together in sorrow and remembrance of these people. But, like, you know, like a movement like this, it only gets stronger when you do something, which I don't, that's fine by me, I don't care. But like, what I'm saying is their own goal to, I don't know, like, diminish this movement. It's counterproductive, you idiot. But at least that does make me happy knowing, like, you know, that their stupid dying action actually backfired on them. You know, look at all these people together.
Was the target. After ramming the crowd, the attacker began stabbing people. One person died. 29 were injured, some critically. It's not the first time an event like this has been targeted.
I'm still in shock. I've been to many large pride events, and given the incidents of recent years, we've often worried that one of our events might be targeted at some point.
The fact that this event is now overshadowed and will forever be linked to this day of death and mourning is of course a wound in the heart of the entire community.
As news of the attack spread, the order to evacuate was given. All events were cancelled. A manhunt soon began for Abdul Balut, a 21-year-old of Lebanese descent but born in Germany.
21.
He was known to police, who said he had tried to join ISIS.
He had tried to join ISIS, huh? And they knew?
This evening, the news came through. He had been tracked to an allotment to the west of Berlin and shot dead by special forces. They say he was carrying a knife at the time.
During
the operation to apprehend him, he advanced on our officers while armed, was stopped by gunfire from our Special Operations Unit and subsequently died. We will now conduct further investigations into the facts and the precise course of events.
I just can't believe the dude tried to join ISIS and he's walking around Germany and he's known to police. Okay.
Christopher Street Day is a huge annual celebration of Germany's LGBTQ community, with about 1 million people usually taking part. Germany's Chancellor called last night's attack a heinous act.
These perpetrators, these Islamists, have no place in our society. We will not allow the poison of terrorism to continue to affect our society.
Tonight, Germany's Chancellor joined others in laying flowers at the site of the attack. A service was held to remember the person who was killed. And
I mean, I feel like anybody, you don't have to be particularly like anti-Islam or anti-anything to be like, yeah, if you try to join ISIS, you should probably be in jail.
Many more.
For a long time.
More whose lives will have been changed. Joe Inwood, BBC News.
They did mention this moment in that video, but I was curious to see this. I guess this is just a moment that they told people to evacuate.
Danke. Ich bitte euch, in den hinteren Bereich zu gehen. Hallo. Wenn ich auf die Bühne komme, gibt's leider nicht ganz so gute Nachrichten. Leider müssen wir die Veranstaltung aufgrund einer schwierigen Situation vorzeitig beenden. Ich bitte euch, ganz ruhig Richtung Ausgänge zu gehen. Bitte meidet den Weg Richtung...
He's doing a really good job at keeping them calm, honestly. I would have no idea the gravity of what happened based on what this man is saying.
Siegessäule.
Which is good. You don't want a stampede of people.
Bitte geht in die Richtung nach Hause.
Especially considering that at this moment the guy is at large, right? Probably. You know, they went on a manhunt, so... Yeah, considering the perpetrator's at large... pretty impressively even keeled this man is.
Ruhig und geordnet. Ich wünsche euch einen schönen Abend. Bitte geht jetzt nach Hause. Die Versammlung ist hiermit abgebrochen.
People would be so confused, huh?
Okay. Die Versammlung ist abgebrochen. Bitte geht ruhig und geordnet.
Okay. I hesitate to read the comments, but I am interested in seeing. This is on the BBC video. It's always the ones you most suspect. Well, considering he tried to join ISIS, yeah, in this instance, yeah. It's always maybe even more devastating when it is, because it's so preventable. It feels so preventable, you know. And, of course, likely the reason that it wasn't prevented is because individuals have a lot of, you know, liberty in Germany. So I don't know if this guy was, like, proven beyond a reasonable doubt or convicted of whatever crime or whatever. I don't know. I guess I'll look it up. So he apparently was in a de-radicalization program, but he was about to be disqualified from it because of red flags. That just saved the taxpayer millions looking after him for the next 20 years. It is unfortunate how expensive it is to lock somebody up for life, huh? Someone does a heinous crime, and now the taxpayers basically get to pay to keep them alive. Granted, in a cell, but, still. Only 21 years old and so full of hate. Yeah, that's remarkable. Remarkable to me. So sad. And it's also scary how, someone can be radicalized. This isn't like an immigrant. This was someone born in Germany, and he was radicalized probably on the internet, which is, very common these days. I don't know. I feel like I should say sorry if I was offensive. I didn't mean to be offensive if I said anything offensive. For what it's worth. I just think it's despicable. Anyway, rest in peace to the woman who died, and my thoughts are with the victims. Bye.